I'm Lisa Lane. I teach at MiraCosta College in Oceanside, California. My subject that I teach to my students is history, but I'm also head of the program for online teaching there, and we try to help faculty at the community college get into examining their pedagogical goals as they teach online and consider what tools they might want to use and what methods they might want to approach. I tend to encourage a very open system, and I really like faculty to be able to explore. And one of the challenges that we have is that a number of faculty who are experts in their subject are not necessarily experts in being online, being comfortable online, or examining the various tools and things that they could do in an online environment to encourage learning in their students. So what I encourage new faculty to do who are just getting into this is to play online, to get involved in social networks, to download things that interest them, to join people who talk a lot about educational technology and play around. Some of them like to do this in a personal way, talking about their family or meeting up with friends online. And they can also think about how to transfer that into an educational environment. There's sort of a misconception that younger students in college are very technologically savvy, that they have a deep understanding of how to use technology for learning, but really this isn't the case. And a lot of faculty are unnecessarily intimidated, I think, by that perception. Young people today know how to use their cell phone to keep in touch with each other. They may use Facebook or MySpace to talk to each other. They use it for social purposes, but relatively few of them are skilled in using those things for educational purposes. So for faculty to enter this themselves, get online, get comfortable with the space that our students may already be comfortable with for social communications, and to be able to transfer that into education, be able to transfer that into a way to teach online and have students learn online is very important. And I really do feel that it starts with two things: playing around online yourself and examining your pedagogical goals instead of getting enchanted by the tools. Once faculty get into the online environment and start playing, there is a tendency, and I did it myself, so I know, to get enchanted with all the various ways, particularly with the interactive web today, that you can communicate and can create learning experiences. There's a little bit of a feeling of excitement and overload at the same time. The way to tackle that, I think, is to examine what you're trying to do in terms of your own pedagogy. For some people, this means starting off with your classroom ideas and saying, what kinds of things do I want to do in the classroom, and how could I transfer that to an online environment? But it always seems to start, if it's going to be effective, with one's own pedagogy. What is it that you're trying to teach? What methods do you like to use to do that? And then go back to the tools and consider what tools you want to use. So these two approaches, I think, playing online and keeping the pedagogy primary, keeping it first, your goals first, and then the tools, that pattern I find to be very successful in getting new faculty who aren't that familiar with the technology into teaching effectively online.